In this video, we're going to look at the lesser known and more talked about sides of Dubai. This is the richest emirate of the 7 that make up the United Arab Emirates. This big city, which really grew out of the dry desert sand, has become a world symbol of new ideas and fancy living. It's a city known all over the world for its amazing buildings and fancy skyscrapers, often called the City of Tomorrow. But behind this shiny picture, there's a real life shaped by culture, religion, and how people live together, things you don't often see in tourist brochures. Before we start, remember to hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our new videos. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me keep making new content for you. Known all over the world for its amazing luxury, Dubai is famous for big buildings like the Burj Khalifa, which is said to be the tallest building on earth, and the famous Burj Al Arab Hotel, which wows people with its bold design. Even with all this fancy stuff and new ideas, the city also hides some talked about stories, especially about how local women live. There are stories that many live under very strict rules and face harsh punishments if they don't do what their husbands demand. In many cases, with all the control and lack of freedom, some look for other ways to get by, getting into secret relationships with foreign visitors as a way to escape how things are. Under Dubai's cultural and religious rules, men are allowed to have several wives, as long as they have enough money to take good care of them. But women can only have one husband, and they have to follow a strict dress code based on Islamic traditions. They must cover much of their body, including shoulders and legs. Wearing tight clothes, low-cut tops, or swimsuits in public places, even on beaches, is strictly not allowed. For many foreigners, these rules might seem out of place in a city full of fancy beachside hotels. Women from Dubai are often praised for their special beauty, with pretty faces and shapely bodies. However, they live trapped in a society where showing their womanhood is not seen as okay. Many are forced to hide how they look and who they really are to avoid punishment and judgment. Because of this, some end up living two different lives. They act quiet and obedient in public, while looking for freedom in private places, or even planning to leave the country to live with more independence. Dubai is in the northeast part of the Arabian Peninsula. It's the biggest and most populated city in the United Arab Emirates. More than 3 million people live there, and a lot of them are men. Most of the people living there are foreigners, so even though Arabic is the official language, English is mostly spoken in public places, businesses, and shopping malls. The city is split by a busy channel known as the Dubai Creek, which gets its water from the Persian Gulf. This channel also shows where the old meets the new. On its banks, the city's past mixes with its futuristic present. Old traditional markets and port areas are right next to modern buildings and fancy business centers. Because of its great location, Dubai acts as a bridge between the Middle East, Africa, and Asia, making it an important center for shipping and trade for the whole world. Since the middle of the last decade, Dubai has had more international travelers pass through than London, making it the world's main hub for air travel. The city's international airport is still the busiest on the planet for international flights. This shows how Dubai is a key link between the Arab world and other parts of the globe. Even though Islam is the main religion and follows strict rules, Dubai shows some acceptance because so many foreigners live there. But this flexibility has clear limits. Men and women must follow specific rules for dress and behavior, with clear guidelines on what can and cannot be shown in public. Showing body parts like knees or wearing revealing clothes is not considered okay. A special thing about life in Dubai is the weekend. It's on Fridays and Saturdays, unlike in other countries where the weekend is usually Saturdays and Sundays. This change shows how important Friday is as a holy day for Muslims, when the main prayers of the week happen. Besides its amazing money growth, Dubai is also growing quickly in population. This is largely thanks to government plans for building homes, improving education, and creating jobs. These efforts have brought in millions of immigrants who saw the city as a chance to have a better life and find money stability. Before the end of the 1960s, Dubai was a lonely and poor place. Its money came from fishing and pearl diving. Everything changed when oil was found there. The money from this new wealth was immediately put back into modern things, like building the port of Jebel Ali. This turned the city into one of the most important trading centers in the Middle East and parts of Africa and Asia. But what really makes Dubai different is how its money system was set up. Unlike other countries in the area that only depend on oil, Dubai spread out its ways of making money. Today, only a small part of the city's money comes from oil. The rest comes from things like building, banking, hotels, property, tourism, and making goods. This varied money setup protects the city from world money problems and changes in oil prices. One of the smartest things Dubai did was create special economic zones with no taxes. This got business people and investors from all over the world interested. Not having to pay tax on personal income offers good things for both bosses and workers, making it a good place for business. This helped Dubai become one of the top places for investment and one of the richest cities on earth, right after countries like Qatar and Luxembourg in terms of national wealth. But even with all this money success, the city still has very old-fashioned social rules, especially about relationships and how women should act. In Dubai, showing affection in public is not allowed. Kissing or hugging in public can lead to serious punishment. Even wearing swimwear in open places is limited to private areas for tourists, and even then, there are strict rules. The laws in the United Arab Emirates let husbands and fathers physically punish wives and children, as long as they stay within the limits set by Islamic law. These kinds of laws raise many questions about the rights of women and children. Even though they are admired for their stunning beauty, many Arab women live without the freedom to express themselves, kept hidden by a society that values silence and obedience over being an individual. Stories of women trying to escape this life are not rare. Some make secret contacts with foreign visitors, hoping to find a different life outside the invisible walls around them. These meetings, often hidden from society, can turn into romantic relationships or even become a way out for those who want freedom. There are also stories of women who, in very tough situations, turn to making adult content as a way to get money to be independent. A sad difference to the rich image Dubai shows to the world. This clash between the outward show of luxury and the strict social rules creates constant stress in the daily lives of those who live there, especially for women. They live between wanting to be free and being tied down by old customs that are still strong in the 21st century. Even though Dubai is sold as a place of wealth and new ideas, for many of its female citizens, the city is like a fancy prison. Despite all its good points in technology, business, and buildings, Dubai hides a dark side that rarely comes out. Behind the huge buildings are stories of struggle for freedom, for rights, and for the simple chance to live as one truly is. This hidden part shows that, no matter how much the city shines in the world's eyes, there are still many shadows that need to be brought into the light. Did you know these interesting things about Dubai? Share in the comments what surprised you the most. If you liked today's video, please support us by hitting like and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out the video that's showing on your screen now. I'm sure you'll find it fascinating. Thanks for joining me, and see you in the next video.